Nerves still jangling from our close stroll, I reached home just as the first glimmer of dawn touched the sky. I was burning to tell someone about Monterosa's own Dr. Frankenstein, but as I eased through the back door, a more immediate concern took over. Something clattered in a nearby room. My dad was up. I hustled into the kitchen, hoping to make it to my bedroom before he saw me. No such luck. Around the corner he shuffled, bad haired and stubble cheeked. "Carlos," he said, dark eyes serious. "We need to talk." I froze. Uh, I was truly busted, and my dad was about to drown me until I was a grandparent. I'm sorry, I said. His frown was puzzled. For what? I thought myself. Was it possible he didn't know I sneaked out? Um, for drinking milk straight from the carton, I said. What did you want to talk about? It's your mom and sister. I gripped the back of her chair. What's wrong? Are they okay? Yes. No. They're fine, said my dad. They're coming home tonight. Tonight? Veronica's winter break on the TV show was almost a week away. Why would they come home? Suddenly it felt like a lead muffin had handed in my stomach. Were my mom and dad so eager to get a divorce they couldn't wait a week? Are you, I began. My dad stepped close and kissed me on the top of my head. Gotta run, chamaco. I'm late for an early meeting. Your abuela will take you to school. But he spun and hurried towards the bathroom, calling, Don't worry, we'll talk about it tonight. I sighed. That was exactly what I was afraid of. Benny met me by the flagpole just before school. I convinced him that we needed to tell Principal Johnson about the monster lab, but he'd convinced me that we had to edit our story a bit if we didn't want to use up our last detention passes. Kids swirled around us as we headed for the office, and out that soul stepped Esme Igor. So, she said, did you find my mom's ex-boss? Benny glanced at me. Yeah, he said. You could say that, I added, and she leaned in close, half whispering, Did he have any cool monsters? At the mention of monsters, my hands trembled. If you call a three-headed dog and that tries to eat you cool, I said, then yeah. Awesome, she breathed. I love one of those, but Mom won't let me. Benny sent me a deadpan look. Your life is so hard, he said. I know, she agreed, oblivious to his sarcasm. The flow of students around us was slowing to a trickle. We'd had to hustle if we wanted to talk to Mrs. Johnson before class started. Look, said Benny, we got an important meeting with the principal. So would you mind? Esme bounced on her toes. Does the meeting have anything to do with the monsters? Maybe, I said. Then I'm your girl, she said. I know all about them. I'm sure you do, said Benny, but we don't want to hear about your dating life. I put a hand on his arm. Hang on, she'll help us find Hanselmon. Maybe she can help with the Scorp-Lions. Those are the ones with the cute curly tails, asked Esme. Penny's lips compressed in a thin line. Can we talk? He asked me. Excuse us, I told Esme. She waved her hand airily and fiddled with her book bag strap. Penny led me a few steps away. "What are you thinking?" he whispered. "That she can help?" I said. "But this is our thing," he said. "We are the heroes. We've got to go it alone." "Says who?" I asked. "The hero handbook?" He counted off on his fingers. "Okay, let's talk about superheroes. Thor, Hulk, Batman, Spider-Man. All of them worked alone or with a partner." I folded my arms. "And the Avengers and the Fantastic Four are both teams. But we're doing great. Just the two of us." "Seriously, you believe that?" He tried for a smile. "Sure, we found out it wasn't a haunting. We found out who made the Scorp-Lions. Progress." I whacked my head. "But we hadn't gotten rid of the Scorp-Lions. Of the monsters. Look, I'm not saying we should quit. Just that we get some help. Mrs. T backed us up before." "Yeah, but her?" Bunny glared at me, who was making some kind of weird beatbox sounds with her lips. "She's a little too into monsters." "So are we," I said. "But we want to fight them," said Bunny. "She wants to take them home and feed them a milk bone." "True," I spread my hands. "But maybe that's exactly what we need. A new angle." Bunny looked at me, then at me. He pinched his bottom lips. "Okay," he said at last, "but don't blame me if she tries to put the monsters in the stroller and play house." I blew out some air and in relief. "Deal." And wouldn't you know it, that's just when the bell decided to ring. "Come on," I told Esme, breaking into a sprint for our classroom. "But what about the monster?" She hustled along behind us, book bag bouncing. "Fill you in recess," said Benny. After all the drama I experienced lately, I was relieved that Mr. Chu's lessons were uneventful. We studied the water cycle. We completed our brick helmets and shields. But even though nobody fell into a coma, our class remained as jittery as a sack full of super balls on a trampoline. Everyone knew something was wrong. Everyone was waiting for a disaster. And the weather didn't help. It rained all morning, so we had indoor recess in Mr. Chu's classroom. Benny and I set up some old board game called Operation, and Esme sidled up to us to continue our conversation.